Hey, what's up guys, CF ear stretching here, and this is going to be the second how-to video, nostril stretching. Basically what I'm going to be talking about is the proper way to stretch your nostrils from an initial 18 gauge piercing all the way up to probably about a 0 gauge or something. After that, it gets a little more complicated, and I'll talk about that later, but first off I'm talking about is your nostril piercings. Make sure they are pierced behind the bump, or like right on the bump. You know what I mean? See where mine is? It's like right on it. Pierce it right there. And what you basically have to do for a while until you get to a certain size is you're gonna have to use these high quality tapers. This is possibly the best taper I could find to stretch your nostrils with, except for if you can find some that are the extra long ones, but those are, I think there's a hard market for those. But off of kingsbodyjewelry.com, order a high quality taper kit. They will come with the plugs as well, and these plugs are very short, so they're good for nostrils. And basically what you're going to want to do is, once again, I don't know how many times I'm going to have to mention this, but pick up some jojoba oil, just cover the taper in jojoba oil, stretch slowly, and when you pull your nostril downwards, and then make sure it's an even, so it's not crooked, it's not going in downwards. Make sure you have an even like entryway for the taper to enter your nostril, and then you're gonna have to, no matter, honestly, it's weird when it comes to nostril stretching because it's cartilage instead of just regular ear meat or whatever you want to call it. So I mean, when it comes to stretching your nostrils, no matter how long you wait, or say you wait 2 years compared to 2 months, it's still gonna have the same amount of pain. And I mean, when it comes to like the smaller sizes where they're not full millimeter jumps, like 12 gauge to 10 gauge and like 14 gauge to 12 gauge, those you barely even feel, honestly. But once you get to about 4 gauge to 6 gauge, which is a 1 millimeter jump, or 6 gauge to 4 gauge, I mean, it's a 1 millimeter jump, and that you'll feel a little bit of a pull, and it's gonna hurt for a little bit. You might want to take some ibuprofen or something because it's cartilage, and it's just, you're gonna have to deal with something like that. I mean, it's bullshit, but it's just how it is. But what you're gonna want to get are these high quality tapers, because they have this. See the hole in it? It goes in about 5 millimeters. So basically, the plug fits right into it, and it just sets in there like that. So when you push through, it follows right through. If the fuck am I doing with my neck? I was gonna do my ear, but you push right through, and then it'll fit in right away. So you don't have to deal with like trying to line up the taper with the plug. It actually just fits right into it, the concave taper. So you're just basically gonna have to deal with the little stinging for a little bit while you're going from 1 millimeter jumps, or you can invest in some PTFE tape and add one layer of tape to the plug. And but I mean, I tried that, and that's almost impossible to do because cartilage is it's not flexible really. It's not elastic. It will, you take out your plug and your nose will close really quickly. So I mean, it's actually really hard to do with tape because you have to use something long for a gradual, slow stretch. And I mean, the high quality tapers are perfect for that. But that's basically how you can stretch your nostrils from an 18 gauge to, let's say, like a 6 or a 4. And after that, you might want to try silicone, but I do not recommend it because I've never actually done it, but I've seen so much success with it. I've met many people who have used silicone to stretch their nostrils and it worked perfectly, but I have no personal experience on that, so I'm not going to recommend it. But I've heard it works. That's after big sizes, but basically it's a weird kind of process because no matter how long you wait, the pain will still be the same, and the feeling doesn't like change if you wait 2 years. It's not like your ears where you can wait a long time and then you go to the next size nice and slowly. You won't even feel anything. It's you're gonna feel stuff, no doubt. So I mean, if you don't have like a high tolerance for like a little bit of pain, then I wouldn't recommend stretching your nostrils because it is something you're gonna have to deal with a little bit. And I don't mean like bloody, like excruciating pain. I mean like a stinging for a couple hours or something. But it's not the best feeling, but it's something you just got to do, and after you'll be really satisfied with your new size. So, and another thing is, people, if you're worried about permanent damage to your nostrils, mine were stretched to a 2 gauge, and could you even like really? There's a tiny bit of something. This one's more because I wore a hoop on this side for longer, but I have like a regular. I think it's like a 16 gauge hole right now. So I mean, it basically closed up completely. People don't even notice, and I mean, it's something that's not the easiest to do, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. So I recommend you stretch your nostrils if you're really into body modification and whatnot. It looks insane when you wear these tunnels too, little metal tunnels. So I recommend you invest in a high quality stretching kit from kingsbodyjewelry.com. I think they're about $50 or no $65, which is well worth it to go from an 18 gauge to a 0 gauge. So pick yourself up one of those kits and watch this video if you're ever thinking about it, because I'm trying to explain everything you can possibly do to stretch your nostrils. Uh, but the taping method is probably the most efficient once you get to larger sizes, like double zero gauge and up, because that's when your nose might actually get to more of an elastic point, is when they're actually to a larger size. But when it's smaller, your nostrils have more of a pull and will close a lot quicker if you take your jewelry out and leave it out. So when it comes to stretching nostrils, it's definitely a harder process. It's the feeling is a lot different, and I mean, it it's not as easy to do compared to your ears, because it's to your nose. So I mean, it's gonna feel a lot different because it's some pretty heavy cartilage. So good luck, guys, if you're gonna stretch your nostrils. Just try and get the high quality taper kit, and you'd be pretty well off. And hobo oil is what you're gonna want to use. That will slide the taper in perfectly, and it'll heal your nose a lot quicker. So pick yourself up some of that and the taper kit, and you're all good. Subscribe, rate this video, all that crap. See you guys next time for part 3. Peace out.